So we just touched on your thoughts on being traded home, and then you went on to play the following year in San Diego. And this is kind of where it's almost like college where you got to choose where you wanted to go again. What made you want to choose San Diego besides how awesome it is in town?
Yeah. So San Diego ended up having a kid that went to my high school, and he was young, and I was in the barber shop, and I'm like just getting cut by our homie Kev. And he was like, "Man, let me tell you, about this young boy." And he was at TCU at the time. And I sent him a message, you know what I'm saying, like some inspirational stuff. And they was like, "Yeah, he went to Rodriguez and everything." I'm like, okay, so he got to know, you know what I mean? Like I'm the first that started this, and he must have that same mindset. So I'm really like, yo, you can make it, bro. You already gone to TCU. You went to junior college, and it was Jason Verrett. So
Okay.
Verrett was a first rounder there in San Diego. So I'm like, okay, we really actually get to play a whole year with somebody that, you know what I mean? That's special. So, and then there was a kid that I was watching in college, number 21 at Cal, Keenan Allen, you know what I'm saying? And then he's in San Diego. I'm like, these are guys in their early stages, you know what I'm saying? This would be a perfect spot, you know what I mean? So it was West Coast, the fam loved it out there, obviously. And yeah, so I was like, let me take a chance. Maybe we can dethrone, the Patriots, from this West Coast team that nobody really thinking about. And once again, with that mentality, wanting to not join the dynasty. And that was it, wanted to build it, and I guess we was just building at that time, and an injury came, and I was like, it was just crazy. They wanted to take my ligaments, and I was like, I'm cool, man.
And that's how you knew it was time to retire?
Yeah, man. The back, when I fractured my back,
yeah,
that was like writing on the wall, because like my movements, my turns, everything, it was kind of killing me. And at the time I wasn't taking no pills, none of the opioids. And, I was taking them heavy, and to the point where I wouldn't be able to even get out the bed. Like, it was crazy. And then so my wife ended up doing some research, etc. And like, yo, it's not even good for you to be doing that. I'm like, man, it's the only way I can like move. And she like, well, you got to figure it out, So to answer the question earlier about how did I switch things up with my, training and stuff after the ribs, it was more than the ribs. It was my back. So it was like, I had to really learn how to wake up at 3 a.m. to prepare, go get the ice, get the heat, get the extra workouts. And it was like, you get more time. I had more film time. It was wild, man. I just changed my whole routine up, and, I was just doing it like that.
Do you find, this wasn't any of my questions about the opioids, but they're really bad. There's a whole lot going on. And like, do you think more people are starting to switch, I see, to the CBDs?
Indeed, man, because like the stigma is crazy. Like, obviously you can overindulge. I mean, that's with anything. Okay. Yeah. But if you just look at the difference, like this is man-made. This is not man-made. Like, this is from the earth, you know what I mean? And it's that ease. It definitely, it gets you right. It gets you to calm down, calm your mind, you know what I'm saying? Calm your body from the aches, and you know what I'm saying? It just takes you elsewhere. And it's like, how is that illegal? But they want to throw you every pill in the world that's going to tear your insides up. You can drink alcohol, which is
bad for your liver,
yeah. But it's like, all these things are legal. So we just wake up, you know what I mean? Do it the right way, try to follow suit in a sense. I have a cannabis fest coming up in Buffalo, December 4th. And it's for alternative health. You know what I'm saying? We're doing it for our charity, at-risk youth. But, at the same time, we tying in music, we tying in fitness. We go have, gaming. We go have, artist interviews, you know what I mean? Just uplifting the city, like clothes, you know what I mean? Everything. So it's not so much of the stigma of just throwing a weed function. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
So
it's good education to it.
would that be what Rocco was talking about the other time when I asked him? He said he was heading to Buffalo pretty quick.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. You know, we like I said with that the Bills Mafia, like they're not a part of the business, man. They a part of like that the real street side of the professional league. You know what I'm saying? Because they represent their city at the end of the day. You know, and you representing it. That's why when I made that negative play, I was so hurt for them because you know how I am. I'm so tied in with them. Like, damn, I let them down. Like this never happened. It was crazy. You know, so they always got it open for me.
You made a tweet, right? That after that drop ball.
Indeed, man. It was wild, man. It was just wild though. You know, some things are definitely not for the media. You know, you keep it to yourself. But I didn't have no sense of like opinions. I just put things out because I wanted y'all to see, okay, this is what's going on, or what I'm thinking, etc. And I just go on about it. You know, our schedule was full. But you know, now when I see it, I can see like, okay, this is kind of going on whenever you do like, okay, it's kind of more opinionated than I thought it was. You feel me?
Yeah.
And yeah, in that time of life, you know, I was just really diving into the religion and things like that. And I'm like, back then I wasn't really heavy into it and I was making big plays. You know, now this summer, I really dive into it. And then this type of thing happened. Like, are you serious? So, you know, it was just one of the things where we all would have, but I should have just kept it to myself. It wasn't even that serious, but then it became very serious. And it was, you know, it was something that I did not mean as far as, you know, taking it to the point of what they made it like blaming and really seriously about that.
Oh, I didn't even know about that when I asked.
Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, there you have it. You have the raw story.
Perfect. Yeah, I was just trying to see that. I remembered the tweet. I didn't realize that they tried to take your head off with it.
Oh yeah. It was crazy. But I mean, as expected, I wasn't mad at the people because it's like, you feel me? You know, they only get what you put out. You know what I'm saying? So that social media can be good, it can be bad. I got a program going on called Exposure Academy where I'm taking 16 junior college athletes from around the world and I'm putting them in one house and we teaching them everything. I'm teaching them the rawness, you know what I'm saying? Teach them how to take advantage of things, you know what I'm saying? All of the little things. Teach them how to go to the grocery store and buy a rice maker and some rice and some meat and learn how to cook. Each week we got different athletes, former athletes coming in. Most of the guys like the chef that I bring in, my financial advisor and Dickie Lyons, they were all former athletes. So giving them that mindset, like, you know what I mean? You may not make it to the league, but you can be something else. And when you do go to college, you'll be able to take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we working on that actually this weekend. But this upcoming June, man, is live. We shooting our reality show, our docuseries.
Oh, really?
And yeah, we just collecting, man, trying to get people on board to support it and support these kids, man. They the future.
And that's one thing too. It's good to push the kids and maybe teach them not to make a bad example, but not to make like tweets. And one of the questions I sometimes ask when we're interviewing all the prospects, it's basically how aware are you of what can happen if you post something that goes wrong? And most of the kids are smart. Most of the kids say we don't post anything our grandma wouldn't like, right?
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's kind of tough at the same time because, you know, we kind of athletes, we kind of live for that reaction. We are reactors, you know what I mean? We see it, we want to react and we want to show that we're good at it. And in a sense, with that social media, the bad side, you just want to get a reaction. When I put mine out, I'm not trying to get no reaction. I'm trying to just let y'all know what's going on in my mind. And y'all can feel it how I'm feeling it. But sometimes in this day and age, people do it just to get a reaction and it'd be like, you know what I mean? That's not thorough. That ain't authentic.
No, that's for sure. And